3 weeks, you guys. It took 3 weeks for these freaking packages to get to my front door, and I'm just over it. Across the cancellations, the refunds, reorders, freaking shipping delays because of the ice storm in Austin. It's just been absolute chaos. And then I got my packages yesterday just for me to finish recording all of it, go to edit, and then there was a freaking pepper in my tooth the entire time. We are re-recording this video for the second freaking time. Let's not let there be a third. You know, 3 is not the magic number here. It's already taken 3 weeks. I don't need 3 retries on this freaking video. So let's just get into it. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy and I'm so happy that you're here. Please don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos. I do all sorts of fitness and lifestyle content here. Today's video is going to be the Gymshark x Whitney Simmons V5 review. This collection holds a special place in my heart solely because I feel like whenever Whitney first launched her collection back in 2019, that was whenever I was truly like diving into my fitness journey. I had been lifting for a couple years prior to that, but 2019 was whenever I made my fitness Instagram and I started diving into the world of like fitness content creators and following people like Whitney Simmons, Nikki Blackheader, and just like the whole Gymshark squad. I feel like I also wore Gymshark pretty exclusively during the first couple years of my fitness journey as well. So yeah, it's just been amazing to see her growth over these past couple of years, and all of the collections that she's brought to Gymshark since then have been so unique. Definitely something different than what we've typically seen from Gymshark, right? Like just from the concepts all the way to the materials of the pieces and the actual uniqueness of the pieces themselves. I'm just super excited to dive into this. So the last and final collection, guys, so freaking bittersweet, but Whitney, if you're ever freaking watching this, congratulations on 5 very successful collections, and I just can't wait to talk about them a little bit more. A very big theme for this collection, I feel, was like rest day vibes. So the pieces that she introduced are very much like able to carry you through your workout, but also for you to wear athleisurely too. Also, I feel like she's a really big fan of skims, so introducing pieces like the eyelash knit stuff is very much like Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Segueing into my next part, I wanted to talk about the fabrics a little bit more. So let's start off with the activewear type of fabric. So this is something that we've seen from her collections over the past couple of years. I feel like once they perfected this material, it just kept making a comeback every single time, which we love to see because I love this material as well. It's very much a like lightly brushed, almost performance-y type of material, just very slightly brushed, but cooling to the touch and very stretchy. So I am a big fan of this fabric. I feel like it's nothing that's too thick either. And typically whenever it comes to brushed materials, I wouldn't want something to be so heavy duty that I'm just really hot in the gym, especially because I live in Texas as well, where it's already freaking hot here. Like I don't need something to suffocate me. This is just perfect. This is in the color cement brown. On the note of cement brown, we also have the eyelash knit material. This is something that we've never seen from Gymshark before, and I'm not gonna lie, whenever I first saw it, I was like, this is giving me like 2010 vibes. It's giving me something that I would wear whenever I was like 13. Didn't know how I felt about the whole fuzziness of it all. Something about the way that it looked on her and literally all of the other athletes made me want to get it. Once I actually had it on, I was obsessed with it. It's very thick, guys. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I don't think that I expected it to be so freaking thick. But regardless, it's not itchy and it doesn't fluff out on you at all either. That was the other thing I was afraid about with this, that it was just gonna like fluff everywhere and like come off as you're wearing it. But surprisingly, this is a very like heavy duty type of fuzzy material. So yeah, we have like this eyelash knit material as well as this brushed smoother material for your workouts. I'll go ahead and put my measurements somewhere on the screen. And as for sizing, I got pretty different sizing across the board for a lot of these pieces that like I may or may not have normally gotten. Either way, I'll put everything down in the description as well. Since we're on the topic of the eyelash knit fabric, let's just go ahead and talk about the rest day pieces first. First up, we have the eyelash knit bandeau in the color cement brown. I got her in a size small, which is my true size, and I freaking love this, y'all, especially the colorway as well. I feel like it's such a beautiful brown with gray undertones. As for the actual bra style, it's a true bandeau with thin straps. Gymshark has this other bandeau sports bra that is very similar to this except for the front. So this bandeau bra definitely has more coverage than ones that I've seen before because of this kind of like dome shape to the very front of the bandeau, which I can appreciate because with bandeau bras, I'm always very cautious to purchase them because normally whenever I wear them and I pull my hands together, then it kind of like gapes in the front. With the additional coverage due to the dome shape of this bra, it offers a lot more coverage than you think. So I really like that little like detail and whatnot, but it's nothing that's too like PG-13 either or rated E for everybody, you know? Like you really could just like push them up if you wanted to. The straps on this bra are also non-adjustable too, and I wish they were adjustable, but regardless, I feel like they're very secure and they don't dig in at all. They aren't like the itchy bra type of elastic either. If we look closer, it also has the Gymshark logo on one of the straps and then Whitney Simmons on the other in a tonal moment, which I can appreciate because I hate very like big jarring logos. And if you turn to the back, you have this very swing type-esque type of logoing with the Gymshark and Whitney Simmons logo right there. And on top of that, the lettering on the logo itself is actually rubberized. I love that little detail. Last but not least, if we turn this inside out, the bottom band right here is actually about an inch thick or so. It just has the Gymshark and Whitney Simmons logo right there, similar to the straps as well. And there are no built-in like cup pads or inserts or anything like that, so just be aware of that. But because this material is just so thick, you're not gonna have any like nippage showing through anyway. I feel like if you were in between sizes, then it wouldn't hurt you to size down because this top part is like, oh my god, super stretchy. It's more so that bottom band that I'm a tad bit worried about just because like it stretches, but there is like a stop to the stretch, so just keep that in mind. Next up, and the last piece that I got from the rest day pieces is the Eyelash knit shorts in the color leaf green in a size extra small. This definitely fits on the more snug side, and I think that if you're in between, then it wouldn't hurt to size down, but just know that the waistband is gonna be rather snug on you, but there's so much stretch to the body of the shorts that you could get away with doing so. Similar to the Eyelash knit bra, if we turn the band inside out, then it has that Gymshark and Whitney Simmons logo, little tonal moment, very minimal, and I've seen a couple of the athletes wear this short like this as well, which is really cute. But for me personally, like it was just not fitting right. The band would just kind of like roll up a little bit and it just looked kind of awkward. So if I were to wear these shorts, I would just keep them up like so, just the normal way to wear them, but there are two different ways to wear them in case you guys are interested. The back has the same kind of like swing tag type of logo with the Gymshark and then Whitney Simmons logo rubberized right here, which once again, I think is really cute. But overall, the short is rather simple, right? It is a biker length type short. There's still a little bit of length there to where if you wanted to make them shorter, you could just like hike them up a little bit. And that's like my personal style of wearing shorts like these. And it just kind of makes your booty look better too. I don't know. I feel like if there's a little bit of material underneath the booty and you hike the shorts up, it makes it look even better versus having literally zero material to work with. So love the length of these shorts. So thank you, Whitney, for doing that. But otherwise, there is no front seam, so no camel whatsoever. Again, a very thick material, very similar to the bra. There is like a bit of detail on the side here, the seam that you can see running down the leg of the short, but it's nothing that's too visible to the eye unless you're really looking for it. And if we turn to the back, there is a seam running down the back of the shorts, just so that way you have some like cheek separation as well, which we love. I thought it was a faux seam at first, but if we look at the inside of the shorts, then you can actually see that there's like a seam running down the center of the shorts there. So it truly is a seam back there, so you can just like hike it up to cheeks. There is no digging in whatsoever. Whenever I was like debating in between sizes, I was like, okay, what if I just sized up so that way I can avoid any of the digging into the thighs and whatnot? But she's not doing none of that, guys. It is so freaking nice. She's giving tree. She's giving tree trunk moment. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now that we have the actual loungewear aside, I had to actually change it to one of the pieces, but let's talk about the actual active wear section. We're going to be talking about the Longline bra in the color Skylight white first. I actually really like this bra, guys. I'm not usually a Longline bra type of gal just because my torso is so short that Longline bras just make me look like a tree stump, and this does, but I don't feel like this is an actual bra. It reminds me more of a tank top, if anything. This features a very low scoop, nothing that's gonna have you hanging out or anything like that. It still does wonders for the girls, you know what I'm saying? Has this little like corset detail underneath the bra as well, which I feel like is so flattering. I love bras that kind of look like this. It's not too much, but it's just enough, if that makes sense. And there's no wiring underneath this either, so it's not like a true bra, if that makes sense. I wasn't looking forward to a wire in the bra anyway. There is a touch of like mesh right here. I feel like that little portion of it is very much like a breathable type of mesh fabric, and this is a very like fine, silky type of mesh fabric to where I know that it wouldn't just like rip on impact or anything like that. And then right in the middle, in a tonal moment, once again, you have the Gymshark shark logo as well as Whitney Simmons right underneath. It does come with removable cup pads and padding as well. So let's turn to the back. We have it coming down into like a little halter neck right here. I wonder how this would look if you actually cut the straps. but that's just me and my intrusive thoughts. Like I wouldn't cut this, but we have two straps kind of coming down here that are adjustable. And again, this is similar to the Eyelash knit bra in the sense that one of the straps has Whitney Simmons on it, whereas the other has Gymshark on it, all in white, which is so nice. And then there is a little like keyhole moment here. And last but not least, the thing that I loved the most is that she has little bra hooks here. So that way you can adjust it if you want. I don't know if other people have noted this before, but there's like a little bit of padding on the actual like hook portion of this bra, which is so high quality to where like it doesn't dig in whatsoever. I feel like you wouldn't really feel this as you're wearing it, which is so nice. Overall, for the most part, it is very like cooling to the touch. There's also no like spilling at all. My like side boob area is pretty much covered, and bending over, I feel like nothing is falling out. So a small is like my true size. This like actual cup area is just really large. I did have to adjust the straps a little bit, and I feel like if I just adjusted these up even more, then this little corset part would kind of like ride up on my chest, if that makes sense. Sizing down, I feel like you can make the straps go down and then adjust the hooks accordingly, and it's just very stretchy too. So yeah, definitely size down if you're in between. Next up, one of my favorite pieces that launched from this entire collection, guys, the freaking short sleeve cropped tee in the color cement. I got a size small, and I cannot rave enough about this top, you guys. Like all the other athletes were saying, like if there was one piece for you to get, like have it be this crop top, and I would agree, honestly. Like it's still made of the same slightly brushed material that's cooling to the touch. So I've actually worn this in 1 or 2 YouTube videos already, and I've worn it for a workout. It's just so nice. Very much a basic top though, so there's not really much to talk about, right? It just has like the typical collar up here, no digging in whatsoever. At the very bottom, you have the most minimal freaking branding with a shark logo, and it's rubberized once again in a tonal moment. You can barely even see it if it's like far away. And then on the left sleeve, you do have the Whitney Simmons logo right there. So small, so minimal. Whenever I wore this for my workout, I definitely sweat. I'm a big sweater. There were a couple of pit stains, but nothing that like was very stark or aggressive. If anything, I could barely see the sweat stains at all. But I will say that it did take a long time for it to like fully go away. I like for things to be very fitted, and the sole reason why I didn't size down is because of the sleeves. It very much is like hugging my bicep, and because there's so little stretch, I feel like it causes the rest of the material to kind of like bunch up as you're wearing it. So I have to make a conscious effort to like pull it down and whatnot. So that would be my one critique about this shirt. Otherwise, I actually really like this. I wish I had it in all the colors, honestly, because it's such a cute basic little crop top. Alrighty, next up is the everyday pocket legging in leaf green. I actually got this in a size small. I sized up because I know every single one of you guys can relate to this, but like all of her leggings always gave me freaking CT. And if you say that it doesn't, then you're freaking lying. Every single freaking like person I know who owns these leggings had CT. They had to wear like a pad or something to cover it up, or they just kind of like let her loose. Who gives a crap? But regardless, it might be because of the back here, because like if we look at this from the very inside, this little elastic actually goes all the way down to where the gusset ends. So because it's like pulling up as you're wearing the leggings and it's pulling it up and back, it's also causing the material in the gusset to pull back as well, which like literally gives you two very distinct humps at the very bottom of the leggings. But this time around, I learned my lesson from all of those years, guys, and I sized up. So because I sized up, there was no more CT. How about that? I wouldn't necessarily say that like I enjoyed sizing up, just because like I am a true size extra small. There is a little bit of excess material around the crotch, and I feel like these leggings definitely slid down on me whenever I wore them. So it does feature a high-waisted waistband with a slight like scoop in the front. Very little compression. Like I would definitely call this a light compression type of legging, and I think it was advertised like that as well. It's very much like an everyday legging, as she mentioned before. So perfect for rest days, but also for your workouts as well. The top band does have a seam, but I didn't experience any digging in whatsoever. If anything, it's just very stretchy. Like there's no restrictiveness to the band at all. There are pockets, guys. I'm not gonna say that I'm crazy about pockets just because I don't ever use the pockets for anything, but there is a pocket here, and I believe it does fit my phone, which is an 11 Pro Max. And then otherwise, the seams kind of like run down to my knee. me, and then it fit me at a 7/8 length. So if we turn to the back, it does have a V taper, which we all know is super, super flattering for the glutes, and it does sit above your glutes as well. The Gymshark and Whitney Simmons logo is once again very, very minimal, that rubberized material. And then of course we have the scrunch that's not a scrunch either. So like looking at it outside in, I really do like the design of these leggings, but I think that because it did slide down on me, it's just very like sleek feeling to where it doesn't really like hold me in at all. So because of that, I'm gonna be returning these. Like I said, a size extra small is my true size. So maybe in an extra small, I would like these a little bit more on. In a size small, there's no CT, but there's also just no compression like whatsoever. So you win some, you lose some, you know what I'm saying? Now for our last piece, and arguably something that was probably the most hyped up piece in this entire collection, the freaking Whitney dress. I got her in black in a size small, and guys, whenever I saw Whitney's video and she wore this freaking dress, my jaw dropped to the floor. Lord, she looked so freaking good, and I therefore had very high expectations for this dress. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Before I dive into that, let's just talk about the details of the dress itself. So the top of the dress mimics the Whitney Longline bra, right? So it has like that plunging scoop neck, the same corset details underneath the bust, and no wiring either. Mesh breathable portion right under the bust as well. The Gymshark and Whitney Simmons logo right smack dab in the freaking center. I wish that this was like in the back, you know, because like the back is just very simple. So if it was like right here, that'd be super dope. But no, it's like right front and center in the middle of your friggin' chest, which I already was like, not the biggest fan of that. Same details here. There's no like keyhole or hooks or anything either. It's just straight up the two adjustable straps in the back right there. And once again, similar to the bras and tops in this collection, one strap says Gymshark, one says Whitney Simmons. So let's turn back to the front, because like first and foremost, I need to measure the Longline bra versus the dress top portion itself, because the bra fit me fine. Like I mentioned before, it was like very, very close to being a little bit on the bigger side because the cups were so large, but on the dress, it just fit me so freaking weird, guys. Like it was just so big on me. I feel like my armpits were being dug in so much. If I adjusted it any higher, then like it would just eat up my armpits. Even adjusting them downwards didn't really do much for me. There's just so much fabric like in the side right here versus the bra itself, and like this, all of this right here and on this side, it's just eating up at my armpits, y'all. There's just so much space. There was a lot of like excess material right up here where the straps kind of like went up to your neck. Same thing for the actual scoop as well. There was just a lot of fabric like gathering right there in the middle. The seam right here in the bust that separates the front layer from the back layer of fabric, it kind of like just folded out a lot, and no matter what I freaking did to adjust the padding and whatnot, it still would not change, and like this seam would just kind of jut out, which was really, really annoying. Because of that detail, like the dress is just a no from me, unfortunately. Like I wanted to like it so bad. I did everything that I could to like adjust the straps, adjusted how it fit on me. But regardless, if we move downwards, the rest of the dress has these really flattering like contour seams on the side. The dress kind of like came inwards and then outwards again to really cinch your waist in and accentuate your hips. So overall, like it was a flattering dress from like, you know, your rib cage downwards. I feel like you can either really dress this up or dress this down for whatever occasion. And because it is that like lightly brushed, slightly performance type of material, then it would do really well in heat and whatnot too. I saw a couple of the Gymshark athletes hiking the dress up to make it more of like a little black dress type of moment versus what it actually was, which is a knee length type of dress. And that just wasn't cutting it for me, y'all. There was just so much bunched up material. It just looked really awkward, if anything. The dress is sold out now, but if it ever comes back in stock, then like I would definitely say that you can size down in this dress for friggin' sure. Like it is very, very stretchy. There's a lot of room here and a lot of give. So if anything, I wish I sized down into an extra small. I don't think there's any way that I could have known though, because my true size in dresses is a size small. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted this to work, and unfortunately it didn't. I had a lot of high hopes though, but it is cute. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed enjoyed making it. Once again, congratulations, Whitney, for such a successful collection. I genuinely feel like I really enjoyed a majority of these pieces, and all of the little like minor details and changes that she's made over the past couple years have really just solidified into a solid collection. Love to see that. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below in the comments what you grabbed from her collection and what else you want to see from me in the activewear space. And if you haven't already, sister, go ahead and subscribe for more videos coming to you literally next week. We do weekly videos here. You can also follow me over on Instagram or TikTok at TracyVFit for daily content. Other than that, I will see y'all soon. Bye.